Welcome, Story. Can you hear me well? She good? Yeah. Okay. Awesome. All right, well, we'll get started here in our Vinyan Sunday morning. So as always, we'll start with a bit of a heated flow, and then we'll come into relaxation and tune in to our bodies. So to begin, I'm actually going to have us do kind of more of like a yin style pose to begin and just get grounded and really connect with the earth. So we're going to do a straddle pose here. You can, of course, use a pillow. You can roll up your mat or a blanket to place underneath your bum so you can find a nice long spine. Or you can just bend your knees, either way. So finding a nice long spine first, you can bring your hands to your sides or behind you, and we're just gonna find a little isolation of the ribs side to side. As we're doing this, we're trying to just connect with the ground and allow the ground to hold us up. So we're not holding any tension in our legs. We're distracting through this little isolation through our ribs and noticing where our connection to the ground is, our tailbone and our legs. And then coming back to center, we'll inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, float forward. Try to find a flat back first, and then you'll drop into the stretch. Your arms may be right in front of you or outstretched long. Easy breaths here. Beginning our movement today with noticing where we're at, gentle stretching, and bringing your breath throughout your body, opening up tight spots. Exhaling out any tension and inhaling a breath anew. Couple more times here. On the next inhale, you'll place your hands down and roll up through each vertebrae. Crown is the last to rise. And we're going to just do a head turn here, isolating the head. And then other direction, nice and slow and gentle. And then coming upright, we're going to turn our body to the right side, the right leg. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, over. And then when you get to a point that feels good, drop into it. Easy breaths here. Just a gentle morning stretch before we begin. One more deep breath here, flowing through the entire body. And then on the next inhale, you'll walk yourself up. And then same thing here, head turns in one direction. And then circle the other direction. Coming back upright, we're going to turn towards our left leg. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, over. Really trying to feel the ground holding you up here. Your right tailbone is reaching towards the ground, so both tailbones are on the ground. And finding easy breath. One more deep breath here. And rolling up on the next inhale. As we get up, we'll bring our legs together for butterfly pose. You can flap your wings, waking up our hips, opening up those tight muscles. And then inhale, arms rise up and over. This time, make sure you bring your hands out in front of you so you can feel what that feels like. Feeling your back lengthen and stretch from tailbone all the way to the tops of your fingers, allowing your head to rest easy. And then if you'd like, you can place your hands on your feet, and then you can use your elbows to deepen the stretch here. One more breath. On the next inhale, rolling up. And then we'll place our hands on the mat and we'll meet in child's pose. So opening up your knees, sitting back, arms long. When you first get here, you can do some wiggles, getting into your child's pose this morning. And then come to a place where you can rest here, imagining your heart opening a little more towards the earth. And noticing this opens up your back body. As we open up one part of our body, the other opens up as well. Feeling alive in every cell, every part of us. Next, inhale, we'll press into the ground and meet in tabletop position, hands below shoulders, knees below hips. And then first, before we move, find a nice still spot. We'll come back to here a few times. So belly button to spine, noticing each one of your fingers pressing into the mat. You're not leaning more on your thumb or more on your pinky. You feel balanced in this pressing down, holding yourself up as the earth holds you up. From here, we'll find movement. So moving your tail side to side, and then allowing that wiggle to get bigger and bigger so that it comes all the way up to your crown. The snake-like movement should feel really nice for your spine. Allowing each vertebrae to be a separate part of the whole. Bringing awareness to each little movement. And then coming back to a still place, we'll find cat-cow. So we'll drop your ribs, gaze up, inhale, cow. Gaze to your belly button, press into the mat, curve your spine, cat. Inhale, look to the sky. Exhale, gaze to your belly button. A few more times at your own pace and invite creativity. Notice what feels good and go there. Maybe it's sitting back a little bit more, pressing into almost an up dog, maybe some circles. If it feels good, then you're doing the right thing. Wherever you're at, just one more time through. And we'll meet back in tabletop position, belly button to spine. From here, extend your right leg behind you. And we're gonna find just a little bit of conditioning here and a bigger cat-cow. So inhale, right leg will reach up as far as you can, as if your leg is trying to touch the other side of the wall. And then bend your leg and imagine your toes touching your head. Inhale here. Exhale, scoop and kiss your knee. Inhale, stretching to cat or cow. Exhale to cat. One more time through. And then place that leg down. We'll do the other leg. Left leg comes behind you. Really feeling that length first. And then reaching up as if you were kind of a cat, reaching your foot behind you, and then inhale this variation of cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more time. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Then bringing that leg back down. We're in a neutral tabletop. From here, we're going to focus on our arms now, which should work a different part of your back and your belly. So we'll bring our arm up behind or in front of us. And then we're going to bring it right back down. We're going to do some like occupational movements here. So we're just allowing the shoulder blade to find some free movement. One more time. And this is in isolation, so you're trying not to move anything else. Left arm comes up and back down. And of course, belly button to spine. Inhale up and back down. Inhale up and back down. We're going to do this one more time through, but this time extending the legs behind us. So as our right arm goes in front, left leg kicks out, and both stretch away from each other, belly button to spine, shoulder down and back. And back. We'll do that 2 more times on this side. Right arm and left leg. And back down. Inhaling on the up, exhaling on the down. Other side. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale down. Your neck should be nice and long here, so you're not crunching your neck. Just finding some free movement for the hip socket and the shoulder. Think one more time on this side. And back down. We'll find those wiggles again. So wiggling and finding a nice big wiggle that goes all the way up to the spine. And coming back to a still place. We'll inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Tuck your toes. Exhale, hips to the sky. Down dog. Your first down dog possibly, so be gentle here. Lifting one heel and then the other. Breathing easy. And then bring notice to your hands again, equally planting into the ground. Long arms, shoulders down and back. Long spine. And now the goal is to have your legs long as well, but you want your spine and your hips to reach up to the sky. So if you need to bend your knees a little bit, you can do that. We'll stay here for one more breath. The next inhale, we're actually going to come up to plank pose, belly button to spine here. We're going to do a little more conditioning, warming up the core. So holding our plank, we're going to lift our right arm up to touch our left shoulder and then bring it back down. Left arm up to touch our right shoulder and bring it back down. 3 more times through. Left shoulder, down. Left to right shoulder, down. Other side. And then coming back to our plank pose, we will reach back to down dog. Walking out the down dog for a moment. And then coming to a still down dog for 1 breath. Next, inhale, walk your feet towards your hands. As soon as you get there, you can find little bounces, really allowing the upper body to float down towards the ground. From here, you can either grasp your elbows or just allow your arms to be relaxed. We're going to sway side to side. If you're allowing your arms to relax, they can like brush the floor. And then coming back to stillness. 1 more breath here. Exhaling out any tension. And the next inhale, slightly bend the knees, roll up. The head is the last to rise. Once we come standing tall, shoulders up and down and back. 2 more times. Up and down and back. Up and down and back. From here, we'll bring our arms up, salute, and to heart center. We'll take a moment for ourselves here, bringing intention to your class today, allowing yourself to focus on you. Maybe it's as simple as finding some light in the present moment. Bringing that intention, we will move through our feet now. So you can relax your arms if you'd like, or keep them at heart center. We're just warming up the ankles and the feet. And as we do this, I want to focus on each little bone. We're bringing our foot up and then connecting it with the ground, warming up the toes as well, and stretching out the bottoms of our feet. Awesome. From here, arms sweep up, salute, and then swan dive, flat back until you'd like to relax down to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, extend spine. Exhale, plant hands down. We'll step back to a push-up position. We'll stay here now for 3 breaths, belly button to spine. You can sway back and forth. And from here, we'll exhale down to the ground, all the way down. You can wiggle your hips when you get there, allowing the hips to release a little more. Bring your arms a little in front of your shoulders, and we'll inhale, first cobra, exhale back down. Just really gentle. 2 more times. Inhale, little baby cobra, reaching the chest, and bring it right back down. Little upper body curve. Exhale back down. Inhale, pick yourself up, and we'll meet in down dog. Hips come to the sky. Walking out your down dog. Coming to a still down dog. 1 breath here. Inhale, right foot to the sky, 3-legged dog, toes face down. Inhale here, exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, 3-legged dog, reach it high. Exhale, knee to nose. Keep it here for a moment. And then if you can, you'll kick your right foot out and we'll meet in low lunge. From here, we're gonna drop our back knee. And then just find really heavy hips. From here, a nice long spine. And we'll sit back in half Hanuman. So sitting back here, stretching the right leg. And then try something new this time. If you normally flex your foot, try pointing it. If you normally point, flex your foot. You'll notice a different stretch. Remembering to keep your hips level, upper body relax forward. One more breath here. Next inhale takes us back forward, hips heavy, long spine. We'll flow through half Hanuman 3 times. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, sit back. Inhale forward, heavy hips. We're gonna go to a low crescent lunge. So make sure your foot is in the right place. It's really pressing into the ground. And then we'll inhale, arms or reach up high. Make sure your hips are level here. And then you're pulling up through your upper body and your crown. If you can try to find a little more of a curve here, looking up to the sky. One more breath. Exhale, arms come down to frame your right foot. Finding low lunge, so our left leg is lengthened behind us. Look about a foot in front of you, and we'll pick that left leg up to meet our right. We're in forward fold again. From here, bring your arms over to one side, just finding a little side body stretch. Make sure to really relax your upper body, and that both feet press equally into the ground. And then other side. And back to the middle, finding a little bounce and lengthen. Inhale, halfway lift, extend spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach up while you sit back, chair pose. Really finding some heating energy here in our chair. A good trick is to practice sitting on your heels first, having your toes lengthen and then put them back down. And then from there, you can do the opposite and then come up to your toes and then come back down. Just to make sure you're in the right placement. You should be able to do that without falling in wiggles. From here, find a little bit more. We'll sit down, lengthen arms, shoulders down and back. One more breath. Inhale, arms reach up, salute 3 flying chairs. Exhale down, inhale up. Exhale down, inhale up. Exhale down, inhale up, back to chair. One more breath here. Can you lower it? Challenging yourself. Inhale up, salute. Arms come down to your sides. And then right back up to heart center. You can close your eyes here, walk through your feet, warming up the ankles again. Remembering our intention. And then inhale, arms reach up to the sky. Swan dive down, meeting in forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, extend spine. Exhale, plant hands down. And your first chaturanga, if you're ready. Step back. Exhale, almost to the ground. Inhale, cobra or up dog. So cobra is bending the elbows and allowing your hips to stay on the ground. Up dog is extending your arms and bringing your legs nice and long so your hips reach up from the ground. We'll meet in down dog. Walking out your down dog for a moment. Coming to a still down dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Toes face the earth. Inhale here, exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, 3-legged dog, reach it. And then exhale, knee to nose, keep it there. And then kick your left foot out. From here, we'll drop the back knee. Finding the half Hanuman on this side for first, heavy hips, long spine. Exhale, sit back. Make sure your left hip pulls back so it's in line with your right hip. And then each side might be different, so just find what feels good, a flex foot or a pointed foot. Allowing your upper body to lengthen first and then rest over. We'll stay here for a moment, finding easy breaths. Inhale, coming forward, letting the hips drop heavy, finding a nice long spine. And flowing through, exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward, we'll stay. Get your foot, right, left foot, to a place where it feels nice and sturdy. And then inhale, arms reach up. Making sure both hips are in line, reaching up to the sky. And then from here, you can look up and find a little curve in the back. One more breath. Exhale, arms come down to frame your left foot. Right leg extends so we're in low lunge. Gaze a foot in front of you, and then bring your right foot up to meet your left. We'll find those bounces. And then the side stretch opposite way this time. So starting on the left. And back through the middle to the other side. And then back to the middle. Inhale, halfway lift, extend spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll up through each vertebrae, arms come along. Then we'll find one circle in front and back. And then we'll go back, finding wings in our arms here. Arms to heart center. One more breath here. And inhale, arms reach up, salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, extend spine. Exhale, your chaturanga. Modification is to bend your knees. Exhale, down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Meeting in down dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Reach it a little higher and then bend your knee, opening up the hip. We'll just stay here for a moment. And then inhale, reach your leg back to three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Keep it there for a moment. We're going to do this little core focus here. So as if we're going to pigeon, but we're staying in parallel. We'll exhale down, kiss the knee to the ground. Inhale, pull it right back up. Everything's very parallel. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. One more time. Exhale down. Inhale up. From here, kick your right foot out. We're in low lunge. We're going to bring it up to high crescent lunge. I'm going to switch around so we can be in the same direction. From here, we'll inhale, arms reach up. Finding placement first in alignment. So make sure your hips and your pelvis are feeling steady and sturdy. Arms reach up, and then upper body reaches to the sky, shoulders down and back. We're going to bring our right hand over and over to the side. Left arm reaches up in front. And then from there, we'll bring arms behind to grasp. Focusing on a point that's not moving can help. And then we'll release those arms, bringing them upright. We'll do the other way. So this is practice with isolations again. The only thing that's moving is the upper body and the arms. You want to keep the pelvis very steady. And then if you'd like, you can grasp your hands behind on this side. And then release those arms to the sky. One more breath in. And on the exhale, we'll find warrior two. So left foot goes to a 45-degree angle. Arms reach out. You can bring your hands to your hips for a moment. Make sure that they're level so one's not reaching up. And then bringing your arms nice and long, we'll look in front and looking back. Make sure that they are level as well. Gaze in front of you, feeling length in all part of your being, feeling that expansion in this strong warrior two pose. Gazing at a point in front of you, we'll bounce. And then the next inhale, we'll reach our right arm towards that point, and then inhale, scoop up, keeping your right leg bent, opening up the side body here. One more breath here. On the exhale, side angle, right elbow comes to right knee, arm comes up to face the sky or to point towards the sky. So a little workshopping, you don't want to press too much into your leg. You really want to feel your core still working here and still pulling you up. Feeling that agency and that energy coming from our will, our center. And then you can bring your left arm in front of you, so you're reaching out to the side. And then from here, we'll find circles. And other direction. And then bringing your arm down towards the ground. So both arms come, and then we're going to come to wide-legged stance here. Toes face in, then just drop down. We'll stay here for a moment, stretching. You can bring your arms to your legs or on the ground, or even if you'd like at this point, to bring your hands and grasp them behind your back. Should feel really good, this nice juicy stretch. One more breath here. Hands come to the ground beneath shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Skandasana, focusing on the right foot, bending the right knee, extending the left. And then moving through to the other side. Just 2 more times through, finding your own flow here. You can play with extending your arms or just keeping them grounded. Easy breaths. Then we'll meet back in the middle in the wide-legged fold. From here, you'll bring your toes to face out, bend your knees, and we'll come up to goddess pose, hands at heart center. You can wiggle side to side, making sure you find that right spot for you, lighting up your legs, feeling grounded, secure, stable, powerful, present. Easy breaths. Inhale, arms come up to star pose. Reach as much as you can. And then gaze towards your right fingertips. And we'll step to the top of the mat. We're in absolute. Bring your arms down to your sides. And then sweep them right back up. Arms to heart center. And then walking through the feet as we do in this transition. Breathing easy. In the next inhale, we'll reach our arms up, salute. Exhale, swan dive. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, extend spine. Exhale, your chaturanga. We'll meet in down dog. Taking a moment to get into the down dog of yours. And then we'll inhale left leg to the sky. Reach it as high as you can. And then bend your knee, opening up the hip. Just really feeling this juicy moment. And then inhale, 3-legged dog. Reach your leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Keep it there. Feeling that energy, we will drop our knee and reach it right back up. So your knee comes down to the ground and then right back up to your chest. It's like a little variation of a crunchie for our core. One more time. And from here, kick your left leg out. So we're in a low lunge. We'll come to crescent lunge next. Once again, I'm going to flip around. So first finding the stability, and then inhale, arms reach up. From here, we're gonna just find circles. So first finding that nice long feeling expansion, and then circles. Arms like wings. And other direction. And then back upright. One more breath here. On the exhale, we'll find warrior two. So right foot comes to 45-degree angle, arms out wide. You can take a moment to make sure placement's correct. And then from there, you can gaze over the back shoulder and forward. Find a point in front of you and bounce towards that point, feeling all corners of your warrior two. And then reach the left arm forward, scoop up and back, keeping your left knee bent, stretching the side body here. One more breath. On the next exhale, bending your elbow, placing it on your left leg. Right arm comes up and reaches to the sky. Same idea, make sure you're not pressing down into your knees so you can lift up your arm. Really feel your core working. From here, right arm sweeps around, finding those circles. Just really feeling like each part of your body has its own character, and giving it some love and attention. And then dropping that arm down to the ground, we'll walk ourselves to the middle. Feet are faced in. You can bend your knees and bounce a little bit. Then find a different place for your arms this time. We'll stay here for 3 breaths. 3 breaths here. And then placing your hands right below your shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, back down. Now listen carefully. We're going to bring our left arm to the middle, and our right arm is going to reach up to the sky. If you'd like, you can even try to bring your arm behind you and grasp your left leg. One more breath here, and then bring that arm up and down to the ground. We'll do the other side. Right arm comes to, our hand comes to the middle, and then left arm reaches to the sky. Yeah, as you do this, you want to make sure your hips stay level, parallel with the floor. And then bring your right arm around to grasp. If you can, or just let it hang over your back. And then bring that arm up and back to the ground. Release down. We'll bring our toes to face out and then bend up. We'll find goddess again on this side. So you can find some wiggles here. And then inhale, arms come to heart center. If you want a little more of a challenge, gaze at a point in front of you and then come up to your tipsy toes. Feeling your core and your pelvis hold you together. The strength from within. Just 3 more breaths here, however you'd like to be in this pose. And then inhale, arms reach up, star pose. Lengthen all limbs and gaze to your left fingertips. We'll step to meet the left. Inhale, arms up, salute, and down to your sides. Inhale, arms up, and we'll find forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, your chaturanga, our last one. We'll meet in down dog. Meeting in down dog here. Can walk your legs out. That feels good. Then find one more breath in the full extension of your down dog, full expression. We're gonna reach our right leg up for a quick 3-legged dog. And then you're gonna bend your knee and we're gonna find lizard. So we're going to bring our right foot to the outskirts of the mat, or just half touching the floor and half touching the mat, whatever feels good to you. From here, feeling that length first, then we'll drop our left knee. You can stay here if that feels good, or you're welcome to drop down to your elbows. We'll stay here for a moment, coming into the yin portion of our class, allowing ourselves the space and time to get into these deeper stretches, to release whatever is being held, to release the unnecessary through this meditative process. You're welcome to stay here and just continue breathing, or if you'd like, you can come to the outskirts of your right foot so that the side of your foot is now placed on the ground. This should just deepen the stretch slightly. 3 more breaths here. If you're on your elbows, coming up so your hands are now on the ground. And then if you're on the side of your foot, bringing it back flat. We're going to move out of this really slowly. So we're going to sit back into a variation of half Hanuman. So now you're extending your right foot. And then from here, we're going to go to gate pose. So I'm going to do it backwards here, but you're basically there. So you just extend the right leg, and then we're going to reach up. So now we're upright. And then from here, you're going to bring your left arm down to the side, and your right arm is going to reach up to the sky. If you'd like a little more of an heart opener, you'll bring your arm out behind you and you'll gaze towards the sky. Your left hand can be in a teepee or pressing down on the palms. One more breath here. And then we'll sweep back, plant your hands down, and bring your left leg back. So we're in tabletop. First, finding that steady tabletop, belly button to spine, and a mini cat-cow. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Tuck your toes. Exhale, down dog. Taking a moment. And then finding a still down dog. One breath here. Reach your left leg to the sky for a quick 3-legged dog. And then bending your left knee, sweeping your leg forward, finding lizard on this side. Taking a moment to find the right placement. And then first finding lengthened spine in your back leg, then dropping your right knee. From here, you can lower down to your elbows if you'd like. Easy breaths. And then the option to bring your foot so it's on the side of your left foot. So then the inside of your foot is facing the sky, deepening the stretch. Should feel no like sticky tension. It should feel pretty good. Definitely a deep stretch, so you want to be gentle. But if you're feeling any of that pain, you want to come out of that gently and go to a place that feels good to you. Three more breaths here. If you're on your elbows, coming up to your hands and then placing your foot back flat on the ground. And then we'll gently sit back to kind of like a half Hanuman on this side. And then you'll bring your left leg back. So we're meeting in gate pose. Your left leg is long. Then we'll sit upright. So we're on our hip. And then our right hand comes down to the ground. Left arm reaches to the sky. From there, you can drop your hand behind you, opening up your heart to the sky. One more breath here. And then gently sweeping yourself back around. We'll meet in tabletop again. From here, we're gonna find melting heart. So, little cat-cow transition. Inhale, cow. Inhale, cat. Or exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And then exhale, bring your arms out in front of you. And then you'll bring your chest down to the ground. You want your hips to be upright. And of course, in line with your knees. And then you're imagining your chest touching the ground. Mine doesn't quite, yours might. Your arms are outstretched in front of you. So it's also an armpit stretch and whatever muscles those are right there underneath our arm. There's options to bring your chin to the ground or your forehead. And we'll stay here for a moment. As you breathe, letting go of the little tension. And then you might notice that your back starts to relax more. Allow that to happen. Allowing for that therapeutic curve. Stretching the spine. Happy spine, happy life. Another instructor says that in her class, and it's so true. Our life and everything, our chakras, very connected to our beautiful backbone. Continue breathing here, opening up. Three more breaths. When you're ready, you'll plant your hands into the ground and pressing into the ground, slowly coming upright to our tabletop. We'll find those wiggles that we've been doing, just really gentle right now. And then coming to a still tabletop. We're gonna sit back, but tuck your toes. We're just simply gonna stretch our toes right now. And as we're doing that, you can bring your shoulders down and back, finding a nice long spine. Allowing your hands to just rest at your sides. Then maybe you can shake side to side, letting go of any tension. And then from here, you can grab one arm to focus on one wrist and just circle it around and other direction. And then you can place that hand in front of you and use the other hand to stretch the fingers back and the thumb maybe. Then give yourself a little massage here on this hand. The beginning of our meridian channels start at our fingertips and our toes. We're giving some love here, connecting it through the whole body. And then you can rub your arm up to your shoulder blade so we can go to the other hand. We'll do the rest. And if your toes are getting, it's a little too much, you can of course come back down. I'm starting to feel that. And then the other way. And then from here, we'll come up. Actually, we'll do massage after. First, we're gonna stretch. So stretching your arm, fingers, and then thumb, and then giving yourself a little massage here. Breathing easy. And then bringing that massage to your arm. And then from here, I learned this in, I think it was an Ayurveda workshop, where we're just going to pat our arm down, releasing any of that stuff we just let go of. Kind of doing that last final thing. You can even do underneath the arms, and the chest, the back body. And then bringing arms up, inhale. And we'll place our arms down to the ground too. Bring our legs out to the side. And we'll bring them out in front of us for a forward fold on the ground. Then shake out your legs here. We'll bring our arms up and over. Resting the head down. Bringing your arms to your legs for leverage or down to the ground. Easy breaths here. Three more breaths. And when you're ready, rolling up through the vertebrae, the crown is the last to rise. You're gonna bring your hands behind and then bend your knees to find windshield wipers. So side to side. And then coming back to still, you're gonna press your hands, fingers towards your body, and then just feel a little heart opener here, heart to sky. It should stretch the fronts of your arms. And then release that. We're gonna roll back down to the ground. So first finding a nice long spine, and then with control, we'll roll down all the way to the ground. Stretching limbs. We'll find banana asana. So stretching body, and then we'll bring our legs over to the right side, and then arms over to the right side. So we're stretching the left side body. You can grasp, your left hand can grasp your right wrist. Your left foot can go over your right leg if that helps. We'll rest here for a moment, allowing a stretch for the side body. 3 more breaths here. And then when you're ready, you'll walk your legs to the center and your arms to the center, and then over to the left. So now we're stretching our right side body, allowing your bones to just rest on the ground, finding the placement for you on this side. You can just be. Three more breaths on this side. And then walking legs to center. We'll bring our arms like a little snow man, and then we're gonna bring our legs up. We're just gonna bring our knees in and give them some love. Roll side to side. And then a little happy baby. So opening up the legs, grasping the bottoms of the feet, pressing into the hands with our legs as our hands press down. You can sway side to side. And of course, if you don't like happy baby, you can also just do this with bringing your knees to your armpits. One more breath here. And releasing that. We'll bring our legs upright so our feet are facing the sky, and then just shake them out. From here, we'll find tabletop with our legs, and then they'll go over to the right side for supine twist, stacking knees, stacking ankles, arms lengthen out and face the opposite direction. You can, of course, bring your right hand on top of your legs as you rest here, releasing. The earth is holding you. You are safe. You are grounded. You are here and now. Three more breaths here. When you're ready, looking over to your legs first, and then picking them up to come back to center. You can hug your knees in again for transition, roll side to side. And then we'll bring our legs up high, rest our body down, and then bend your knees and float them over to the other side. Stacking knees, stacking ankles, arms lengthen out, gaze the opposite direction. Finding that placement on this side that feels good. 3 more breaths here. When you're ready, gazing towards your legs and bringing them back to center. Any last movements that feel good, maybe swaying side to side. Hugging your knees in. And then when you're ready, lengthening your legs out. Heels will face in as your toes splay out. Bring your arms to your sides, feeling open and receptive. Allowing our breath to just be easy and natural. Resting to receive all of the benefits from this morning's class in Shavasana. Begin wiggling fingers and toes, maybe gently tossing your head side to side. You can find a quick stretch for your hips, bringing your feet together, opening up the hips in this supine butterfly. And then looking over to one side and resting there for a moment. And when you're ready, picking yourself back up, face center. Finding easy pose here, just crossing your legs. Finding a nice long spine. We'll bring our hands to our knees and find circles. So rib cage goes all the way around, allowing the rest of your body to follow. And other direction. And facing center. Inhale, arms are reach up over to the right side, planting right hand down, gazing up towards your left fingertip. And then we'll just take the stretch to the middle. And right back up. Inhale, arms up. Over to the left side, plant the left hand down, gaze up towards the right fingertips. And over to the middle. Rolling up. Inhale, arms reach to the sky, heart to sky. Arms to heart center. Thank you for taking this moment today. The light in me honors the light in you. Here's to a wonderful day. Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Have a good day.
You. Want to do